Everybody, and thank you for watching another episode of Changing Optics. If you're not familiar with changingoptics.org, it is the nonprofit that I started, which basically bridges the gap between photography and philanthropy community work. And today we are taking you to the Morris County Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity is a nationwide service that deals with affordable housing. So we're going to take you a little bit behind the scenes to the local division, which is run by Blair Schleicher Bravo. There is a property right here in Succassana, New Jersey, which is just a few towns away, and we're going to show you some of the behind the scenes footage of what's going on, and we're going to talk about some of the different processes involved. Anyway, I hope you watch it, and let's roll tape. Everybody, this is Scooter Roth. I'm here for changingoptics.org, and we are sitting there helping build a community today with Morris Habitat for Humanity. I am here with the current CEO, which is Blair. So she's going to tell you a little bit of how she got involved with the company.
Hi everyone, Blair Schleicher Bravo here, and I've been with Morris Habitat since 2004. At that time we were building, barely a house a year. The board changed their governance policy. My predecessor had retired, and they said, Blair, you need to build 5 homes a year in Morris County. Oops, that's a big challenge. But we found our sweet spot, which was to build homes with municipalities to help them with their affordable housing obligation. And so here we are 15 years later. This year we will be dedicating our 120th home. Wow. So when I started, we only had about 20 homes. Okay. So we've built 100 homes in my tenure because we had to really build up that pipeline and help the families. We have a waiting list of about 1,200 families who know about us.
Gotcha.
And we know there's many more folks out there who need homes.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
So as far as the process to become somebody that is a homeowner here, they go to the website. What's some of the process involved?
Yeah, go to morrishabitat.org. We are on Facebook. We have a website, Instagram, and so forth. And there's a place on there where you can click to become a homeowner. Okay. And there's a process. There's an application. There's an orientation to let you know what the program is all about. Okay. Basically, 3 needs. One is income, because we work with income eligible households. Bottom line, income between $30,000 and $75,000 a year, adjusted for household size. Okay. Then you have to be willing to partner with Morris Habitat. That means come out and help build the home or something. We'll work with you because we know everybody has a gift. Like me, you could talk.
Yeah, so that's a good thing that you'll see in a lot of the photos is that the people that are elected to be the homeowners have to take part in the process. So they get involved. They get their hands dirty. They're hammering nails just along with all the volunteers as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing as well. And they have to do a certain limited amount of hours, I believe.
The minimum is 300 hours of sweat equity, and they come out and they build their houses and houses of others. They volunteer in our restore or office and whatever they can do, whatever their talent allows them. But that really helps them have skin in the game, and they do the sweat equity instead of a down payment. Right. So there's no down payment, and we offer 0 interest loan. Okay. So we're also the bank. Gotcha. So they have a need. They have to demonstrate the income eligibility, the need, which means that we have to see if they're not living in affordable housing already. Right. But basically, we want to become a first-time home buyer. Okay. Income eligibility and willing to partner. Okay. So it's pretty simple. Good. Gotcha. And then it takes about a year.
And the cool thing is that if you're a volunteer, you can also donate some of your time to that cause. So if you know somebody that did get approved and they're in the process of building that 300 hours, you can help them as a volunteer and you can donate your hours to it. So we're here at a project that I believe in each one of these buildings there's going to be 6 owners in each property. So we're here. You'll see some of the footage of the property that's right next door. So it's going to be 2 buildings that are right next door to each other. So the time that I'm donating is going to be donated in turn to some of those owners as well. So they may have to do 293 hours instead of 200, instead of the full 300. So that's the cool thing, and that's the benefit as a photographer to get involved with projects like these. And then the photos that I'm doing and some of the video footage kind of helps give you a little bit of the behind the scenes. So I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to show you something, and Blair's going to tell us a little bit about this part, which I thought was really cool. So we're going to come over here, and what you see is that some of the volunteers are writing their names onto the wood that gets put into the building, which is cool. So Blair's going to tell you a little bit about the idea here.
When we frame homes, this is a great time for the volunteers to write a message of hope, of congratulations to our homeowners, and it brings the community together with the families. Our families are working, so very often they're not able to come out on site with most of the volunteers. So this is a great way to just leave a nice message. You know, welcome from Cozy Lake, somebody wrote. Welcome home, somebody else wrote. In fact, Sandra is one of our homeowner children who grew up in a Habitat home, grew up there, went to high school, graduated college, got married, has a couple of kids, and ran for Board of Aldermen in Dover and won. So she's now an elected official, so it's really nice to see that, you know, what happened next. But this is a nice way to say thank you, to congratulate, and to bring it together for the homeowners, because we're a community, and we work together with the community. We help each other. You know, when I come out and volunteer, I'm here because I want to be a part of the community, and so it's not just our homeowners, it's all of us. We all can use that help, you know, in whatever parts of our lives.
Good. Awesome. All right, and the other cool thing that you'll see on some of the footage that we're going to show you is that there was even young kids involved. I saw a five-year-old, I believe, probably no older than 5 years old, a young girl that was going out there with a hammer and stuff like that and nails. So kids can get involved. They may even have volunteer babysitters on site, so watching the kids while you volunteer. So just because you have kids at home, don't let that be an excuse not to come out and volunteer and take part. You can bring them along as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they can volunteer in our Restore with kids. That's a nice thing to do too.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you know, one of the parts about doing this at Changing Optics, about getting other photographers involved, is that the photos and the videos that I'm doing helps tell the story. It helps get more volunteers involved, and you're basically just helping benefit the community, which is the whole purpose of me being here. And it was a great learning experience for me. So, thank you for having me. I hope you get some benefits from the footage.
Oh, you will.
Make sure to volunteer.
I would love your viewers to know you only need two things to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
A pulse and a smile.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think I got that somewhere.
Yeah, me too. I said I wasn't hired for my construction ability.
My wife works in medical, so she knows exactly the spot to do it.
You've got the pulse and the smile.
Yeah, somewhat of a smile. So.
That's what's important.
All right, so thank you for having me. We're going to be back 2 more times this month. We're going to see them building a little bit more of this building as well. And then we're also going to finish up with the actual dedication. So we're going to go to a property that they're actually giving the homeowner their keys, and the house is ready. So you're going to get to see some of that reaction as well. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Scooter Roth back here from Changing Optics, and we're here for the second installment of Habitat for Humanity Morris County, where we are sitting there showing the process of how they go about building a home. So the first installment, we sit back and taking you to the location, which is at 100 Main Street in Roxbury, I believe the town is. Actually Succassana, Roxbury and Succassana, like right there on the border. So, but it was at 100 Main Street in Succassana, New Jersey, where they're actually building the home. So that was the first installment. There's 2 separate parts of the building. And then here, what's going on is that they have different tents that you see behind me. Each tent is a different company from this location that we're at, which is 100 Florent Park area. So you can see somewhere back in the distance, somewhere over there. But there's a bunch of different office buildings. So in each office building, there are different companies, and some of the companies come out here and they're sending volunteers to help build the project. So on top of that, they're also they got food trucks. They got a whole big fair and an event going on to kind of make it a big team building kind of a day. We're right here near Morris County Airport, actually. So anyway, so we're going to show you some behind the scenes of today, some of the companies taking part in what they're doing. We're going to show you how they set up massages, food stations, all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool, and it's a great way to get a big part of the home built is a day like today. So this is the second installment, and then next week is going to be the third installment, where we're going to sit back and show you a homeowner actually getting the keys to their new place. So we're excited to bring you that, so stay tuned, and we hope you like this footage. How you guys doing? This is Scott again from Changing Optics. This is our third installment here, highlighting Habitat for Humanity Morris County Division. I am here with the new homeowner, the Goods family. This is Stacy Good. She's going to tell you a little bit about the process that was involved between going on the website, filling out the information, getting approved, doing the volunteer work and stuff like that, and how it feels to now be a new homeowner. Take it away.
Okay. Hi, I'm Stacy Goods. This is my family. They're in the background. Our whole process, which we are very grateful and thankful for, it was sort of long, but it was all worth it because it's a beautiful home. And I'm quite sure y'all seen some of the video, or will see some of the video. Anyway, the process was I received the link, I signed up for it, received the email for orientation. I wasn't going to go to the orientation, but I had a conversation with my two sons right here, and the youngest son was like, you never know what can happen, you might as well go. You're not doing nothing else, so I went. I came.
So the orientation, when did that take place?
The orientation took place, well, this is Morris Habitat, so the orientation took place at near the Regional House, which is on, in Randolph, on Salem Street.
Right, yeah.
Right around, not right around the corner, but around
So
the
the
corner.
orientation for homeowners happens at that restore location?
Yes.
So it's not just a store, it's also where their offices are?
Yes, it's
Okay.
not just, it's not just the stores, the offices, it wasn't just me in the orientation, it was other families.
Okay, so they do it together?
Yes,
Okay.
and it was for, actually it was for, can I say another unit?
Sure.
It was for another town, Morristown at the time. And they had, was going to build 4 condos. And of the 4 condos, hopefully I was to get one. But you
Okay.
had to go into a lottery. But they changed the 4 condos, the
Okay.
4 condos to 2.
Okay.
And,
So that's good to know. So just because you weren't approved for one doesn't mean that's it. You're lost. You still may get approved for another property.
Yes,
So that's important to know.
yes, definitely. And I was like, oh, they switched it. I don't know, it's less chance. But it turned out to be great because other families were approved for that. The other 2 families were approved for it, which was okay. And then this was introduced and came across their table and wait for that. And I got this property right here. 'Cause it
So
was
now,
not-
after the Morristown one didn't work out, did you have to then say, hey, I'm still like to be interested and go to the other one?
Actually,
or
came-
did they suggest you for this one?
For this one, they suggested because
Okay.
I was in that pool
Okay,
at
good.
the time,
Gotcha.
because it was technically still supposed to be for
So once you're in
families
this,
that they were gonna
this
help.
pool of approved people, then they try to find the best fit.
Yes, at that time, but
Okay.
it had it just closed out
Right.
because this happened to come on top of it.
Right.
That's what it was.
Gotcha.
And once it closed, if it closed out, soon they'll have other properties because they got
Gotcha.
another property again.
Right.
It was like 10
Mhm.
apartments, I believe, in Morristown, and those was it. But I happened to just get this one.
Yeah, we did like a
And that's it.
preview, which they'll see on this longer video in Sucasana as well, and some other locations.
Yes.
So we took it to Sucasana, which was the beginning part of the stages of the home building process, where you'll see some of the volunteers. And then that same property, we went over to Forum Park. We got to see a whole bunch of volunteer companies
Yes.
kind of put the framework together. So that's a great way to how they go about building the whole big process. And then they take that process and then they bring it over to the property, and then they do the final touches. So I think this house broke ground about a year ago. So the whole thing
Yes.
happens within a year, which is really cool. A lot of great volunteers involved. We're going to talk about some of those things. So anyway, we're going to show you some of the highlights of the house, the finished product, what it looks like. So anyway, I thank you for taking the time.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoy it.
We
Anyway,
will.
thank you for watching, and we hope you get some value from this.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you. All right.